Hi everyone, this is Priya Vashne and I welcome you all to my channel. So, as you all know that in the series of Western political thought, we are going to cover various thinkers which are important with respect to the PSIR optional examination, right? So, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then I request you to please subscribe and share it as much as you can. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to learn about Aristotle's theory of idea, form or knowledge. So, first of all, why I am talking about Aristotle's theory of idea. See, as I have said earlier as well in my previous video, that Aristotle is being considered as the biggest critic as well as the biggest disciple of Plato, right? Of Plato. And I have also clarified you in my previous video that critic Aristotle was not actually the critic of Plato, but he was actually trying to rectify the defects in the thoughts of his master. And we all know that Plato has given his theory of idea, which was very famous. For Plato, idea was the ultimate reality, right? For Plato, idea was the ultimate reality. And since it was the ultimate reality, therefore it exists independently on the earth or in this world, right? It existed independently. And we all know that how Plato was trying to find the perfect idea of ideal state, etc., right? But here, Aristotle is here Aristotle is not convinced with this theory. What Aristotle says is that we, see in Plato we have seen that Plato has focused in the on the kingdom of world, right? On the kingdom of God, right? So according to Plato, this world was the world of illusions, while the God's kingdom, while the God's kingdom was the perfect world, right? Or the perfect or the real world as per Plato, right? Now, Aristotle does not conform to this idea. What Aristotle says is that, hey Plato, what are you talking about? You are actually ignoring the real world by saying it just the world of illusion. So Aristotle says that there is nothing that is outside this world. As I have already said, that Aristotle is being considered as pragmatic, right? He was not an idealist, he was actually the combination of idealism and realism. So he was basically trying to infuse the elements of realism into the ideal uh, policies of Plato, right? So what Aristotle says is that Plato, hey Plato, nothing is outside this world, right? You cannot say that this world is just the world of illusion. See, what Aristotle says is that idea is not independent of matter. Sorry, not independent of matter. Rather, it is present in matter itself. So we cannot ignore this world where you are living by calling it just the world of illusions, right? So are you getting what I wanted to say? So let us just revise it and we will continue. So first of all, what I said, that since Aristotle is being considered as the biggest critic and the biggest disciple of Plato, therefore, he is trying to rectify the defects in the thoughts of his master. Since Plato has given the theory of idea, where he was saying that idea was the ultimate reality, hence it exists independently in this world. And we also know that Plato has talked about kingdom of God, right? Where kingdom of God was the perfect or real world where the perfect idea of ideal state resides, and he ignores this world. This world means the world in which we are living, as by calling it just the world of illusions. Now Aristotle comes and Aristotle says that, Plato, sorry, I am not convinced with your idea, right? I don't feel that there is anything outside this world, rather there is nothing outside this world. You cannot say that exists independently. Idea does not is not independent of the matter, rather it is present in the matter itself, and you cannot ignore this world by calling it just the world of illusions. Okay, now what Aristotle further advises, Aristotle further says that in order, see, whatever Plato was saying was to understand what is wrong and what is right, right? Since we had studied Socrates, what we are trying to do, we are actually trying to devise or understand the true knowledge, that is what is right and what is wrong. Even dialectics was one of the source to interpret the what is right and what is wrong, right? So Aristotle says that in order to understand what is right and what is wrong, you do not need you do not need any kind of special knowledge. You do not need any special knowledge. What you need is the common sense. Is the common sense, right? Therefore, now you can, I think, understand then that why Plato is known as father of political philosophy, and why Aristotle is being considered as the father of political science. See, why Plato is being considered as the political philosopher? Because he was actually trying to give the philosophical things, right? And we had studied it in our previous videos, right? If you have not seen it, I request you to please visit it and understand why Plato is being called the father of political philosophy. Now, so why Aristotle is being called the father of political science? See, where Aristotle has established that real world is the world of ideas and philosophy, means according to him the idea is the ultimate reality, while Aristotle says that that no, nothing exists outside this world, rather everything is in this world, right? Okay, so one point to be noted here is, please do not consider science in its literal sense for now, right? What I actually mean by calling Aristotle as a father of political science, it actually is denoting his practical approach. Aristotle's practical approach, right? Why? Because he was actually giving importance to the matter, to the world of matter, rather than some imaginative world of idea, right? He actually so basically he is actually trying, or he is actually talking about the practical wisdom rather than the absolute wisdom which has been talked about Plato, right? This was actually being talked about by Plato. So, is it clear to you? So, this is what the Aristotle's theory of idea, which is important for you, right? So, obviously, when you will read books, you will get a lot on it, but that is something which is enough for your exam, right? Because more questions are actually asked from Aristotle's theory on states rather than his theory of idea. Still, you should know about his theory of idea, because this is actually giving you the understanding about the approach of Aristotle, right? That how Aristotle thinks, what is the actually core uh, what is the core idea of Aristotle, because Aristotle is practical. He is not believing in any kind of kingdom which exists outside this world. According to him, idea is not independent of matter, it is present in the matter itself. Therefore, he believes in the world of matter. That actually leads to his practical approach, which is why he is known as the father of political science. So, one thing which is more important about Aristotle is this common sense thing, because he believes that we do not need any extreme or supreme knowledge to understand what is wrong and what is right. If you just have your common sense, if you can just apply your common sense, you will be able to identify what is wrong and what is right. Okay, so this is all in this video. In the next video, we are going to cover Aristotle's theory on states. Till then, thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.